I'm Holden Mills.
And I'm Salatino.
And we are Channel 34 News.
We have the news of Gettysburg College right here. Due to it being Black History Month, Jamarca Bennett has decided to study the trends of the black students here at Gettysburg College and to look at their decisions about choosing which fraternities to join and which to not join. And here's Jamarca with the story.
Thanks, Allie and Holden. Hi, I'm Jamarca Bennett, and welcome to Black History Month. Today I'll be talking to African American students who joined historically black Greek organizations. So we'll get right to it. There are no establishment on this campus. How would you go through this process to get them here?
Well, to bring Phi Beta Sigma, we hope to have at least some more people who would like to do, Phi Beta Sigma in its entirety. It takes a lot of work, and that comes to our programs and what we do on campus. And as far as our chapter is concerned, I think we're doing a lot for the community by producing, like we had Sigma Week and all the other great programs that we have that will be coming. So stay tuned for this semester. We have a lot of community service, especially dealing with outdoors and helping with people in the community in general.
And now, why did you decide to do a black fraternity as far as Phi Beta Sigma, who wasn't here when you first came, instead of a white fraternity who's already established there?
I'm going to be frank and honest with you. As far as white fraternities were concerned, I had no real connections to those fraternities. When I first came, I only saw the party side of the white fraternities, and that was not what I wanted to be a part of. Phi Beta Sigma has Brotherhood, Scholarship, and Service, and through that, it's mostly a community service organization. You do have your social life, you do have your parties, but your main focus is making the place, the place in which you live in a better place for you and for everyone else. And through the white fraternities, that was not apparent from their outside perspective. You always say first impressions always mean a good thing. The difference between the two, it just comes from the cultural background. Civil rights was a major issue back in the early 1900s, and because many people were being rejected from, African Americans in general being rejected from white fraternities and white sororities, it was then formed that African Americans at African American institutions have their own fraternities and sororities, and that they would go out into the community for social justice, to promote community awareness, to get health programs together. So I recommend people to read the Pittsburgh Courier if they happen to be in the library. Look through some of the slides that they have there, and you'll see Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. All these, the Divine Nine, everyone was working together for a social change.
Speaking of Black History Month, Gettysburg College is participating in many different activities, including on Thursday, February 14th, Web Tees Fleet. Sunday, February 17th, there will be a special Black History Month chapel service. And on Thursday, February 21st, there will be a Common Hour Spirit of a Woman performance, along with a lecture given by James Patterson.
Okay. This year, the first-year students and senior students of Gettysburg College will be taking a national survey called NESSE. This is a survey of student engagement, and it's an effort to illustrate and evaluate Gettysburg College. Here with the story is Andrew Arrange.
Gettysburg College has plans to engage students in a national educational survey taken by first years and seniors in an effort to illustrate the breadth of the Gettysburg experience. NESSE will attempt to measure what relationship exists between students and curriculum, in addition to interactions between students and faculty. The survey focuses on student learning inside as well as outside of the classroom. Current seniors took the survey as first years, so there is a baseline of comparison for the new data to be collected. The assessment between the results will show the growth and variety of experiences students have gained since their first year at Gettysburg College, and data will be compared to that collected at other institutions. The survey uses 5 benchmarks to gather and compare information, which includes level of academic challenge, active and collaborative learning, students' interaction with faculty, enriching educational experiences outside of the classroom, and supportive campus environment. First years and seniors will receive a notification email from Provost Riggs alerting them to the significance of their participation in the survey. Students will then receive an official invitation from NESSE that includes the link to the survey. The 100-question survey will take approximately 20 to 25 minutes to complete. Once complete, the survey taker's name will be entered for 3 separate lottery drawings. The prizes, which include an iPod Nano, a $200 airline travel voucher, and a $200 credit at the Gettysburg College bookstore. The institutional report will arrive in late August or early September, with the comparison report arriving at a later date.
Some of Gettysburg's finest students showcased their talents to an audience of over 200 people in the International Club's annual talent show. Taking third place was Jamarco Bennett and Sebastian DiNatale. And second was Chris Laycock. And taking first place was Terrena Williams.
However, in the meantime, in between time, I choose to let a brother into me in a way that most don't wait long enough to experience. A sacred temple that touched the right way is sheer ecstasy.
A lot has happened over the past 2 weeks with the presidential primary elections, and here with your update is Sebastian DiNatale.
Thanks, Holden. In politics, there was a bit of an upset as Barack Obama swept the Potomac Valley, winning votes in Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, claiming a delegate lead of 1,253 to Hillary Clinton's 1,211. Now, this comes as a shock to many political pundits, as Barack Obama has almost secured himself a presidential nomination. It's almost next to impossible for Clinton to surpass a 136-person lead among the pledged delegates that Barack Obama claims to have. The only way she could do it is by winning most of the rest of the contests by 25 to 30 points. Even the most creative math really does not get her, ever, back to terms to her pledged delegates. As for the Republicans, McCain swept the Potomac Valley as he received 68% of the D.C. votes, 55% of Maryland votes, and 50% of Virginia votes, giving him to date 827 delegates to the White House. Second place, Mike Huckabee, has a mere 217, with Ron Paul at 16. Going into the final throes of the presidential election, it is up to Texas and Pennsylvania to truly determine who will be the next presidential elections for 2008. I'm Sebastian DiNatale, and I know politics.
Here with your bi-weekly arts recap is Chase Raywinkle, giving us a review of the new art gallery and a preview of the upcoming show, A Streetcar Named Desire.
At the Smucker Art Gallery, works by Gettysburg College visual arts professor Mark Warwick will be on display through February 24th. The sculptures and drawings are described by him as my relationship with Jane Eyre. For further details on the art gallery, you can contact Shannon Egan, the gallery director, at 717-337-6125, or go during the gallery hours, which is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. At the Klein Theater, the Owl and Nightingale Players will produce their version of A Streetcar Named Desire, a Tennessee Williams play directed by Chris Kaufman. Performances will be February 22nd through 23rd, and then 25th through 26th at 7 p.m. It's free admissions, but tickets are necessary for Friday and Saturday.